Second hour of the show, about an hour ago, I asked you, hey, I'm thinking about getting a bidet. What should I do? Let me tell you something. Since I threw that out there, text line at 514-800, listeners giving me their experiences and their opinions here. It is 100-0. Everyone says, yeah, do it. Shannon wrote me this, Elias. I highly recommend getting a bidet. When my hands are dirty, I don't just wipe them. I wet them. I wash them. It's part of the cleaning process. Why would I treat other quote-unquote areas differently? The only downside, Elias, is once you get used to it, you feel gross if you don't have access to one. So you get really used to it. That from Shannon. Now, Shannon's not alone. I guess me thinking about it, not alone. Sales of bidets in North America going through the roof. Really started during the pandemic, right? People at home, lack of toilet paper, all of that kind of thing. And double-digit growth in the bidet industry continues. So what do you need to know if you're thinking about that? Because part of the reason why I'm skittish on getting a bidet is like, oh, geez, the plumbing, electrical, all of this stuff that you got to do, right, if you get the fancy stuff. Let's find out more. Walter Assi is on the line, president of Renovco. Walter, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Elias. How are you?
Walter, I'm doing great. I could be doing better. Maybe.
What an interesting subject you chose.
Isn't it interesting? Now, Walter, let me ask you, do you have a bidet?
I do.
You do? Okay, so tell me about it. Do you love it?
I do. I mean, it's always been popular in Europe. You know that.
Yes.
We kind of resisted it here in North America because of what it was once associated with, believe it or not. I don't know if you know the background of the story.
Tell me. I want to hear this story. Tell me Tell me what we know.
I mean, the bidets were invented in the 1600s. In the 1800s, in the 18th century, it became very popular because of indoor plumbing in Europe and what have you. But North Americans, the first time we were really exposed to them was in the Second World War with the GIs. And the first time they really saw them in massive numbers were in the brothels when they were in Europe. So when they came back, they always associated the bidet with the brothels. So that's why there was this kind of resistance. The other aspect of it is, of course, the kind of standard sizes of the bathrooms that we have. Most of our bathrooms are 8 by 5. I mean, I think the massive, the biggest percentage. So it was not really designed or thought of, to have an extra fixture in those bathrooms.
Uh-huh.
So it depends what you want. I mean, are you looking for more like the 2-in-1 integrated bidet and toilet kind of a system?
Yeah, let me tell you something, Walter. Here's what I'm thinking of, right? Because I was recently at a friend's house, and I go to the bathroom, and they have this thing, and it's at night. It's dark, but the toilet is lit up. You can see the bowl from a distance. It's lit up. The seat was warm. It had the fan. It had the nozzle. It had the spray. It had it all, right? And I said, now this is luxury.
Yeah.
So, but then I said to myself, oh, geez, what is it going to take to install one of these things, right? So I'm thinking electrical. I'm thinking the plumbing. It's already outside of my expertise here. So what do you need? If you want to get one of these things, what do you have to be thinking about?
I mean, obviously you have some plumbing. It's not massive plumbing, but there is some plumbing involved. The electrical is the most important component that was not there because you need to have a dedicated circuit for the toilet, and it's going to be right next to water and what have you. But believe me, once you have it, it's very hard to let go of because, like you said, the more modern ones now, you have the heated seats, you have the spray water, the high jet water, the warm, the cold, the hot, whatever you want, you can get. And it's integrated in the toilet itself, which makes it that much easier to fit in the bathroom. Plus, the other good part about it is right now they're developing a lot more brands, so you're going to find them a lot more affordable. I know like a few years ago, you would have had to remortgage almost your house to get one. Right now, they're really way more affordable, and you have a lot more choices.
Oh, so I'm loving that we're hearing about affordability and more choices here. Walter Assi is with us, president of Renovco, and we're talking about bidets. And let me tell you something, this category is booming, seeing double-digit growth in North America on sales of these bidets. So, Walter, can you give me a ballpark here? When we talk about pricing, how much does a good bidet cost?
A good bidet starts about $1,000, goes all the way up to $5,000. So you could have a big range there. There are the lower budget ones, and there are the ones that you just adapt your existing toilet seat to one, so you just add components to your existing. It's not as great, but it's doable. So it's anywhere between 1,000 to 5,000.
Okay, so I've seen that too, right? So when I go look, I'm online, I'm doing research, right? So I see the whole device, it's the whole toilet, and then I see these seats. Is there a pro or con to just get it? Because the seats are cheaper, obviously. Is there a pro or con there?
I find them a little bit more flimsy. So when it's not integrated in the same toilet, it's always, something that you're adding to an existing toilet. It never fits the same. But the good news is, if you are thinking and you don't want to invest the big money, you could try those just to kind of give you a feel of how it's going to feel like, since you're not going to pay a bigger price tag, and then you can upgrade in the future should you decide to like it.
Walter, so if I want to install one of these things, because there's electrical, there's plumbing, do I need to have two separate people now come into my house and work on this project?
That is correct. You unfortunately need a plumber and an electrician to do it. It's, the toilet itself, to swap it, you don't necessarily need a plumber. It's not a very complicated process. It's just the water connections and so on and so forth. You're better off having a plumber. But again, they're not there for a long time. The plumber, within an hour, he's in and he's out.
Gotcha.
The electrician is a bit more touchy because you have to bring in the circuit, switch the wires, and so on and so forth. So it could be a bit more time-consuming as far as electricity is concerned. But hey, you do it once and you don't have to worry about it ever again.
And then you have it. And then your toilet seat is heated during the wintertime, and that sounds lovely.
Either that or you stock a lot on toilet paper in case, the pandemic acts up again on us.
And this is actually, Walter, this is a true thing. They say that you can reduce your toilet paper consumption by 80% plus if you switch to a bidet that's got the spray and the heated fan functions. Walter, as we wrap up here, I just want to ask you, what else are you seeing in bathroom renovations? What else are clients asking for nowadays?
Bigger showers. That's what everybody wants. In and out kind of shower. They want everything to be bigger and more comfortable. So that's the other big trend that we're seeing. Obviously, the freestanding tubs, the old jacuzzis are out, those big massive ones. These are the two things. We're seeing a lot of people removing divisions from bedrooms and sacrificing closets to kind of accommodate a bigger bathroom. And that's, it's part of the comfort of the post-pandemic that they're using. You're spending a lot more time in their homes, and they pretty much want every room to be comfortable. So there's a big move towards that, a big move indeed. The other thing, believe it or not, what you see in the smart toilets is it doesn't clog up. They see a big decrease in the clogging up of pipes as well, not only the usage of toilet paper, but wipes and other things that used to clog up pipes and used to cost you a fortune in plumbers because of the lack or the reduction of use of all these tissues and toilet paper and everything else. Yeah.
Oh, that's super interesting. Yeah, because those quote unquote flushable wipes, they're not so flushable at the end of the day, actually, right?
Not at all. They actually end up plugging your pipes eventually, and the bill for that you don't need to know. So,
Walter, listen, yeah, that's a hefty bill. Walter, thanks so much. This was a lot of fun. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Elias. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Walter Assi is president of Renovco. On the text line, Monica in Senville says, game changer. Forever, wherever I go, I will always have my bidet combo toilet, best ever. And another listener saying, we installed a bidet on both our toilets, $50. So they went with the one that you adapt on the seat. They love it. They'll never go back. I don't regret it. And then one other listener saying, I'm surprised bidets haven't been considered a necessity ages ago. They should be a requirement in every bathroom in Canada. I'm a renter, so I can't get one, but at least I have the portable spa bottle. Oh, yeah, there's that bottle contraption, too. Listen to that.